Well, apparently it says I'm streaming. Hello everybody, I'm RenderTechnician and it's like 11 o'clock here. Let's get rid of all this shit. I don't even have Blender open. Boy, am I prepared. I'm coding, fair enough. Now, if any of you have seen like my Reddit, I don't actually think I've shown this off actually. I've just literally been modelling this for like most of last night. I thought, hey, if we're actually going to work on it, maybe we should, oh, I don't know, stream it or something. I remember how I said I was absolutely shite at rigging? Well, I wasn't lying. Anyways, I thought in this stream or whatever we could do like a FNAF 1E endoskeleton or something. So I might actually open a new tab and just pull it through here so you guys can't see all my porn. Just put that back on the model. Yeah, I'll do. Maybe something a bit more official. Let's clear that. Yep, good. And I literally just made the thumbnail now. It's the plan board I'm going to try now. This is what I normally do anyways, is just sort of make a rough model threadbare. I probably should actually. What I normally do is I literally just do something like this, so... Well, actually, this would be pretty easy to do. I don't even know why I'm doing this in Photoshop. Fuck it, we're going straight into Blender. I'm going to say this is... I don't know, endoskeletons. Endoskeletons it is. Alright, so let's go create plane. I was going to do this as a tutorial, but then I thought, people really want to learn from this guy. I mean, I've been modelling for a year, and I'm still not really that great. I can't even fucking remember what I called it. It's endoskeletons, there we are. Let's just bring it into material view. Alright, it's not showing up because I haven't actually assigned it to a material yet. Okay. Have I ever used Cinema 4D? I haven't, but I've used 3ds Max. I didn't really like it though. I thought it was a bit because Blender's very shortcut based, and that's sort of what I got used to. And when I was using 3ds Max, it was a hassle to do anything. I thought about Maya. Right, why is that not showing? Okay, that's showing there. Shading. Let's make it shadeless. Alright, it's still not working. Generated. There we go. That's what I'm after. Rip good modelling skills. Dude, you say you don't understand it. You should have seen some of my previous models. I've got 100 million messages with just your shit. Rightly so, I mean, they were kind of shit. Okay, so let's just bring this up. Just make sure this is symmetrical. Bring up more Y. That seems about right. Z box. Now we have to bring the material back. E scale. We're going to bring this down. Wait, do we want it to scale on all the axes? No, we don't. So instead of scaling it all together, let's scale it more Y. That's still extruded though, so we should be alright. Is that extruded on all extremities? No, just that one. Okay, that's what we want. Then E again. Bring it down on the Z. It looks a bit odd, but I think that's from where the camera is. Is that flat? No, it's not flat. It's not what we want. So let's bring it back to 3. Right, that's got rid of the extrude. Now we want to E again, then scale directly on there. Then just fucking bring it down. Hi, Mr. Lauco. Bloody hell, we're getting a lot of people here. I've literally just got home from work. And I was talking to one of my colleagues, and I said, hey, we should do a Blender live stream, because I haven't live streamed in a while. I stopped 3D modelling for a while because I kind of got bored of it. And that's still... Why is that? Still, because you see the little ding there going out. I could probably modify that manually if I really wanted to, which I don't. Right, that looks alright, to be honest. What am I going to do? Because on the actual end skeleton, you have the extremities, so you pull it out. Well, it's pretty flat, actually. I say that if we have the flat bit, scale it on the... Yeah, it's fine. Scale it on the X, that looks about accurate. We'll have to vertex paint, maybe add a bit of... Let's subdivide, smooth it. Oh, that is much better. Maybe, let's have a look at what subdivide smooth will do. Oh, I like that, actually. Right, let's get you out of edit mode. That's actually pretty decent. What would I be doing if Minecraft didn't exist? I'd probably cry. I'd cry myself to sleep every night. Let's just bring this down, because I don't really like... I like the curves around the bottom of the mouth, but not around the sides, so I'm just going to bring these in. Just this little extremity here. Bring that in. Looks a bit boxy from where I am. No, that looks fine. These two extremities are going out there, so let's just bring you in. Okay, lovely. C, bring it in. Lovely. I can like throw my laptop and chair out of a window and scream. That's how I feel whenever I try and do C# coding. It does look a bit... Well, I suppose it's supposed to look a bit boxy. I mean, it's the whole uncanny valley thing. It just looks a bit off. I'll tell you what it is, actually. It's because this little thing here is just ever so slightly raised. We get it flat, or maybe indent it a tiny little bit. There we go, it looks fine. Okay, bring it out of edit mode. Then what we'll do, bring it here, bring it on 3, bring it to a material. It's about watching. Primary stream. Okay, fine. Is the stream okay for you guys? I mean, it's saying here that, hey, your stream's crap, you need to modify your settings. Let me know if it's unwatchable and I'll see what I can do about that. Alright, let's bring some cylinders in. Scale them on to Z. Bring it in. Bring it in 3. Okay. And then on either side. Just using this as a basic reference so I know what I'm doing. So then you'd have these internally, and then you have the extremities and the big bar on the inside. And then that's actually, I'll tell you what I do want to do. Let's make that big bar now so we've at least got something we can reference if we're getting stuck. Right, so it needs to be the same on either end. I'm just going to add these as basics. Add that to the lower parts. Maybe extrude it right. Bring that out. Okay, that looks alright. Yeah, it looks fine. Then what we'll do is bring that in. Put material. Okay, so we've got these big... That actually needs to go down a bit. Let's bring this down. Scale that on the Z. That looks alright, actually. Well, I've seen worse. Maybe bring it in a little bit. Maybe bring that a bit closer, so... It's like that. And then like that. Okay, so we scale that. Scale that with Z-axis. Then scale together. 1, 2, 3 should be sufficient. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, I'll be fine. So bring that. Lovely. So then that's for coils done. Lovely. So how are we all this evening? Because I haven't asked that yet, and probably someone's thinking, Render, why have you not said that yet? You normally say it 100 billion times by now. Right. No, scale me X. Rotate me X, sorry. Rotate me X. Should be coming from a very, very close bit. Round about there, that's good. Right, rotate me X again. Actually, tell you what we'll do. If we copy that still, right, that's copied. It's got an object mirror on the X. Oh nice, well I hope the model layout of your game goes well. Well, I don't think it'll like that, so... Just looks a bit odd, to be honest. I think that's not close enough to the edge. Okay, that looks fine. Funny thing about it is the office turned into dining area, party room. Yeah, that's normal for games when you're trying to come up with an idea. Sometimes you'll just think, actually, you know what, this kind of doesn't make sense. I'd rather have X or Y in this area. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to be a bit of a cheater. Because I've already done some eyes, and they're a fucking pain in the ass to make. I'm literally just gonna transfer these eyes to this guy. It's literally just a couple of spheres. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, there we are. Obviously, I want to retexture them. I might want to redo the eyes as well. He's not even fucking connected. What about what? That's probably why it was looking off, to be honest. Right, so let's a beta box select. Have we got everything we need? Yes, we have. That's about it. You model it all the way from there, and then realise, hold on a goddamn fucking minute. That's not even in there. Right, that looks about right. Yeah, it looks okay from that end. Maybe bring back. Fuck. Right, bring it back. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks fine that end. Go to the other end. It looks fine that end. 3 to look. Let's have a look at the render version. Doesn't look too bad actually. It's missing the jaw. That's why it looks a bit off, I think. So let's add the jaw. The jaw's really simple to make. It's just basically a couple of longish cubes. Especially for a FNAF 1 animatronic. Just gotta make sure you get them in the right place. Otherwise it looks like you're just giving him a Hitler stash. Best way to compare it is to just look on the side. And yeah, it just looks like he's got a fucking Hitler stash. And before you ask, no, I'm not making a Hitler animatronic, that's for next episode. Oh, hey, Lucken. Right, that looks alright. Just put one here for comparison to see how it would look. But teeth in there, it look pretty realistic, pretty good actually. It looks a bit long, and it looks more like a duck beak than a mouth. So scale it back on the x-axis. Try and make it the same sort of dimension as the eyes. Remember, it's got to fit in a skeleton. Alright, I'm happy with that. So let's get that in. So it's now about a case of... Actually, let's not even bother with that. Let's create a cube. Bring the cube down. Maybe it's a bit bigger on the Z-axis. Hitler animatronic confirmed in FNAF 69. Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends how many ideas Scott runs out of. I mean, with System Location, there's probably going to be System Location 2. There's probably going to be 3 and a spin-off. I can't actually tell whether that's connected to a mesh or not. I assume we'll soon find out. So that's cube 1. It'll be the last 2 cubes we did, so cube 2 and cube 3. Control C, Control V. Bring that over here. Wait for them to get exposed. We're exposed. Let's Control C, Control V. What was Z? 90. Wait for them to become exposed. Yeah, we're exposed now. Just get them to the very edge. Let's bring it to a material. Not looking too bad, actually. Only problem is, you know, you've got the, I think it's a bit too, deep, that's why. I'm doing a FNAF 1 animatronic, or at least trying to do a FNAF 1 animatronic. It looks nothing like it. Right. So let's select all the cubes, with the exception of cube X. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to Control C, Control V this. I'm going to move this over to got cube 1, didn't I? Yep, I did. Okay. Fuck. Okay, just gotta get all of these. Right, now how I've got all of them. Yep. Okay, Control C, Control V. What I'm now going to do is I'm just going to keep this here, future reference, in case I need it, because of what I'm about to do. I'm going to get all these. Okay, right. And I'm going to make sure that's just them. Okay, right. Object done. I know what's going to happen. Yep. Active object is not in selected mesh, because that wasn't the active object, now it is. Right, okay. That's fine. Thank you very much. Right, what I need to do, I'm just going to apply this, so I'm just going to call this mouth texture placeholder 1. Then I'm going to set that to new, and then I'm going to set that to that. I'm going to add another one. I'm going to call it I think I can edit the name in Blender. 1001. So they're calling it 1001. What's going to be called now? Mouth texture placeholder. I'm going to call that 2. So we need to make sure that every tooth has that. So I'm just going to go around, make sure that every tooth has this. It just means that once these are all connected, it'll still retain its texture property, and then that's going to be pretty decent. So I might just texture what we have now, and then so we can see what are we missing, because from what I can see, we're missing these little studs on the side, as well as some of the top, as well as some of the, you can see some of the casing there. I also want to redo the eyes. Do I like pizza? Yes, I actually had pizza for lunch today. It was quite nice, actually. Not as much as Chica, obviously, but, you know, there you go. Only problem is these now won't be textured. So if we ever do need to go back and change anything, we've got to take that into consideration. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's material. So that's texture. No, we don't want that to be mouth texture placeholder. That's now a mouth texture placeholder. All of these subcubes now should have a sub-texture placeholder, so let's just go ahead and join this whole thing. Because then I can modify that later, so that's no problem. It's going to be like Blasphemous HD, I'm just going to edit that out. Right, okay. So then we're going to object join. Active object is not a mesh. Made the same fucking mistake again. And I don't want 12. Okay, right. Okay, that worked. So now I can move the whole thing. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to Control C and Control V. I'm going to rotate on the x-axis by 180. Actually, a better move would be to do the mirror tactic. So X, Y, put it on with Z. Z would be better. There we go. Alright. I'm just going to get rid of this camera. Bring it to 3, bring up my camera. I need to save this actually. I actually have a dedicated folder. Let's just call it Endo1 because I still need to do a lot of work on this. Right. Bring it up. Let's have a look at how this looks rendered. Okay, that doesn't actually look too bad. How about the lemons? If any of you can get scrubby here, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm quite happy with how this turned out. One thing I actually need to do to the head mesh before I continue anymore is to go to, only found this out very recently, clean up, split non-pan linear faces. Okay, that's now going to get rid of any deformities we get. Let's have a look. There we go, that looks way better. Still a bit of deformity on the right hand side, but we can probably sort that out. Alright, now I'm just going to sort out this texture. Where is it? Probably be an iText. There's an iTexture I did earlier. This actually, I'm actually going to, my computer will load it. The search bar doesn't appear to be working. Computer fail. Because I'm just going to have to get it for my overly crowded desktop. I'm going to have to open a previously open thing, so that's what I drew flumpty. I normally do it 2000 by 2000 because that's a nice round texture to do it in. Right, marker, just doing the iText. That should be fine. Then I just need to get that, get the whole thing. That'll be fine. Right, get the whole thing. Scale it. Through transform must be a way to make it bigger without actually deforming it. That's a good question. How do I do that? Don't know, actually. I'm going to do it a lot smaller. Let's do it 500 by 500 for the eyes. will be a bit more blurry, but it means that it'll take up. It's still a bit too small. Let's make it 1000 by 1000. Yeah, that's pretty much what we want. Okay, let's just remember how I did this. So I've got the outer bit, and you've got the inner bit. This is just for, it's just so I've got something to reference. So let's put this. Maybe you should turn the mic off. Guys, here's a question for you. What colour do you want the eye to be? I'm going to let you guys decide. I don't know, I'm going to make it teal for just now, and I'm going to change it if I really want to. I'll change it super fucking easily. Bring that down to 200 to 50. No, it's a little bit too small. People need to be really dilated. There we go. Bring that up to white. Make it red. Well, that's actually not a bad call. Alright, red it is. Let's make it like a really sort of lucid red. Let's add that. Oh, that looks quite nice actually. Then we'll bring this up. Bring an airbrush to this. We've got the white selected. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Maybe just add a marker. Bring it in. Get this. I'm just gonna add a bit of white to the bottom. Overlay it. Now it looks a bit crap. One thing I do need to do though is I need to get an airbrush 500. Just clip the top part and get it overlay, because then you get the nice bloom effect, and just add another black and you get this really, really nice effect. Okay, not much else we can do. Oh, that looks nice. I'm just going to add some lines, so we're going to go into the line manipulator. Just makes it look a bit more menacing. I'm really good at hyper-realistic anime eyes for some reason. If any of you want to know what the eyes are going to look like, that's kind of what the eyes will look like. Obviously, this one's a bit bugged for some reason. So they should look fine. Right. Then we'll get rid of that, get that out. Control C that, get rid of that, and then Control X that. Did I get rid of that? Shit. Yeah, it probably did actually. Control D. Okay, that would have kept it. So let's get that. It's layer 10. I guess it should be. Right, okay. I need to select the whole thing. So Control V. Okay, I can already see it there. Perfect. Then overlay it. Maybe we're going to put it under the. Let's put it under the black layers, just so it's got that sort of same transparency effect. Some people are going to want. I could do a more darker one if you guys like. Alright, where did I put the white? The white's up here. So I suppose I could do sort of like a airbrushy effect in the middle. Not an overlay. bring it up. Bring it up again. I'll tell you what we'll do is a better effect. And add that black. And I'm going to add a spread and noise effect. Okay, that's fine. Marker, I'm going to put that back. Bring it to 160. We're going to make that an overlay. No, normal. It's this we want as an overlay. Or to be normal but reduced. And then I suppose we can have the that's fucked it up. Yeah, screw it, I think that looks fine. Again, maybe just add a bit more darkness just to make it look a bit better. Maybe get rid of... In fact, I don't even know where I put it. That's one of my biggest downfalls. I don't actually... I'll tell you what, actually. Add a new layer. I'm just going to make these smaller because I think they're a bit too big and a bit too anime-y. I still prefer that one. It gives it a whole sort of cartoony character gone rogue sort of look. I think that would be better. So let's put another bucket in there. Then overlay it. Maybe overlay that over everything. And then bring layer 4 down a bit. Maybe even overlay that. Could just get rid of that and just, I suppose, put a big ass dot in the middle. Nah, it kind of looks a bit crap. Nah, it looks crap. Alright. Get that done. Yeah, it looks fine. Let's erase the top half looks alright, but I think it looks a bit... Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's export this. iTexture stream. Okay, yep. Then what we'll do is I'm gonna go to here, open iTexture stream. You'll see it looks a bit small because, well, you know, it's trying to surf some that, so I'm going to open this up. Well, I suppose this is kind of crappy. Oh, fuck, I opened 3 of them. No, it opens 4 of them. Oh, bugger me. Okay, that's fine. Don't ask for wrong model, isn't it? Trust me to put it on the wrong fucking model. Right. Yeah, it still looks a bit small, so let's bring it in. Go to UV image. There's iTexture stream. Then we're going to go to edit mode. iTexture stream. And we're going to scale it down. And we're just going to grab it. Yeah, that looks really good actually. Let's render it. Remember, those eyes look quite nice actually. I'm quite pleased with them. Alright, let's do the Are these using the same texture? No, they're not. Right, you need to use material 3. That'll save me a lot of time. Or I might just do what I should have done from the beginning. Just copy this one over. I think that's what I did before anyway, so maybe rotate it a little bit. Alright. It's fine. Let's start texturing this actually. So let's have, well, it's going to be very dark grey anyway, so with like some beveled edges, I suppose. That'd be quite nice. So you'll have like, it uses Cook Tor to begin with. I don't really like that. I prefer World User. Personally, anyways, right, let's render that to see what it looks like. It looks alright. It looks a bit flat though, so let's just experiment. That's the best thing to do with Blender, is just experiment. Fong. Yeah, let's just use Fong for this. I'm sure it'll be acceptable. Asked somebody from work to check out my stream because they didn't think that anyone would turn up. Well, look who's wrong now. Let's see. Actually, let's not bother with this because it'll directly affect that. Let's just turn this into a bump map, I think. So it won't be the primary texture. It'll probably be like a secondary texture. So let's turn it into clouds. It's going to take a little bit, well, it won't actually update. It's not going to update in real time. So you see it's got this horrible crappy purple thing. Let's go into there and let's multiply it. That looks alright. I'm going to turn that into colour, turn that into intensity, bring it to white. That looks alright. Let's bring the normal up. It's a bit much, so let's turn that down to, I don't know, 0.2. Bit that looks okay. Let's turn it to hard. That's what she said. And then bring it to Vortery, but maybe global. Go ahead, ask me whatever you want. Bit that looks alright. Still a bit too much from a normal though, so let's bring it up to 0.1, down to 0.1. Bit that looks alright actually. That's really nice. Intensity is a bit too much though, so let's bring it down to 0.2. Yeah, that looks quite nice actually. Compared to the original. But the texture's a bit, it feels a bit too rough, if that makes sense. Let's turn it down to size, down to there. That looks a bit too soft. It needs to be somewhere in the middle. Oh god no. So it turns out this affects it. Okay, so let's, from the looks of it, that affects it quite considerably, so let's put that to 0.5. I'm really happy with that. Might want to turn it. See, this is the sort of thing of, you're going to want to fiddle with this an absolute crap ton. So 0.3. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to stick with that because otherwise we're going to hit that forever. So that's material. That's the mouth. 2 is the teeth. So if we return this to material, we turn that to material. Sorry, that one to material. I want to save it. You may notice it's a bit flat as well. I'm going to add a bit of a, you see there's a bit of a mirror in this, so let's push that. Let's add a bit of reflectiveness. Not too much, just enough. Right, let's have a look. I think that looks nice actually. There's not enough intensity on it. Let's see what happens if we increase the fong by a lot. Not much. increases a lot of this, but not on that, so I want to create another one. So this must be material 9. This will be specifically for the teeth. So I think, got our properties down, let's make this work. So let's set you global to flat to see what we're dealing with. Still got the same problem. I'll have, you can just see here, just there you can see some of the mouth, and you can actually see the teeth inside reflecting, which is quite a nice little feature. There's no reflection much from a face there, but there's a lot of, it might be down to our lighting as well, so let's bring the lighting down. Maybe bring it back. Right, the shadow is good, let's turn it into a sphere, bring it down. And you see how the light actually manipulates how the mesh looks, so they look lighter. Let's just modify one of these. Actually, let's bring the material down, see what that brings. You see, it's for lighting basically, so the lighting's making it look different. So let's turn the intensity all the way down, and then you get sort of like a matte look, so that's what you want. Let's bring the material of that on. Let's bring this to 0.1 just so it's not as affected with the light as it should be. So it's still affected a fair bit, but let's have a look at ramp. So that's affected even less now, so I'm fine with the teeth, the colour they are. I don't think there's too many complaints on that. I'd like to start working on the endoskeleton, the rest of it now. I think we could turn you into a material, turn you into material. Let's smooth these out. Let's smooth those out. I think those are already pretty smooth. Don't know if I smoothed these ones out. I think they did. Let's turn you into material 1 as well. Just so we've got a bit of consistency here. That looks alright. Alright, I'm really pleased with how that looks. Especially the eyes. The eyes really add to it. I still think that the texture is sort of... What would happen if we got rid of it, so to speak? Let's turn it to soft and see what happens. Again, it's too light. It's because it's grey. Let's turn it to black. Alright. Turn that down. Ooh, that I like. Maybe add, I don't know, maybe turn that to 0.05 or something. That looks quite nice actually. I love the texturing we've done on my eyes. That looks really good. Right, let's move on. Like I said, if I kept on doing this, we'll be here forever. Let's turn this to material, but I'm going to create a new one called matte. I don't know if you can underscore this, silver. And there's going to be only silver bits, so like here. So let's bring this up. Smooth it out. And do the same for all these. Matte silver. Smooth. Matte silver. It's probably not going to be ideal for this, so I'm probably going to need to make some modifications. Wow. Okay, that is really nice actually. I quite like that. File. Save. So these are silver as well, so if we apply the matte silver, look to them too, smooth these out, smooth those out, and that's got side of us, that's the base material there, so let's leave the texturing for now because I want to get more onto the model. So you see here you've got sort of the discs they look like discs here, so you've got the bigger sort of spread, and then you've got the endoskeleton. That's, in my version, it's only just slightly bigger than the head. I probably want to make it tiny bit bigger. That's better. Right, Control C, Control V, scale all the way back on the Y, and then just scale out. Maybe scale out a bit more, then scale even more back on the Y. How does that look? Considering this has to go into a suit, I'd say that's probably ideal. Right. Okay, I like that. And then we need a slightly smaller can. Then we need to scale it back on the Y, scale it down again, bring it in, job done. Then what do we need? We need an even smaller one, and there's like a... Right, so we need that. I'm just going to get rid of this because we're just going to flip this afterwards. Right, so then scale it down even further. Scale it in. Pull that out. Good. I don't have a computer anymore. Damn, that sucks. My PC was quite a lot. It was a good couple of 100 actually, or close to 1,000. I mean, I've got 8 terabytes of storage, so that's probably a contributing factor. That's a bit big, so bring it down. I kind of want a sort of like a clamp, if that makes sense. I think what it needs, I think it's something like that. So let's bring it on the X. Right, that's in. But kind of looks like what it is. I mean, it's kind of like a holder. No, it still looks a bit naff. I think it's because that's too big. Right. How's this look? That looks good. So you got... That's how it should look. Guys, I hope you're not fighting in the chat, please, no. Render doesn't know how to handle it. Render isn't used to having fans. Well, if you consider yourself fans, I'll be happy to have you as fans. Just remember, I'm not used to having them. Right, let's bring that down. Yeah, it works. Yeah, I like that. Let's smooth it out. Make sure to save often. I made that mistake before. I just go, you know, I don't really... Do I really need to save? And then I lose about a whole night's work, and it's such a pain in the ass because I've got to do it all over fucking again. Right, what was this? What was material? Okay. I think that needs to be the matte silver 01. Just make sure this is all smoothed. No, it's matte silver 01. I want a picture of an endoskeleton on there. Right, now you're just matte silver with no sort of name corresponding. The same dealio as before. I'm going to Control C, Control V, pull this over, and then I'm gonna, in this case actually, because it's all very similar, Control Z, beta box select. Right. Object join. Control C, Control V. Object mirror X, polygon Y. There we are. Bring your 3, put you on the 0, move you out of the way, and let's render you. I quite like that actually. I really like that. Tell you what. Let's get the lighting sorted first. I'll move this to the side just to make him look more cool, and then we're going to render him. Nice. This is only 1920 by 1080. Let's turn anti-aliasing up. There's like minimal reflections here, so let's do it again. Let's take a little bit longer. I might make a fast video of this because I'll have the stream. Oh, that looks so nice. File, save. I'm going to save as just in case it corrupts, so we're going to call this Endo2. Probably save this in a folder actually. Right, I'm just going to, might post this on, if you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, yeah, I'll post you all a link. There you go, follow that. I promise it won't give you a virus. Right. Are you done? Yes, you are. Right. Endo. Dist. I'm also undecided. I might release this as like a proper blend file so you guys can use it. Only thing I'll say is, if you're going to use it, please credit me. But, you know, as for nothing to do. And please don't use it for all 34. What? Sorry. Nice. Brilliant. Okay, let's get more of this done. I made this last night at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Right. Let's get you back. Now that's got a little bit of a rivet, so you've got like the, so you'd have like, I'm trying to think of how we would do this. It's like a half cylinder, but with no mesh underneath it. I mean, you've got a cylinder and a load of other cylinders, so it's like a piston, and then you've got sort of like, that looks like a cylinder with a big chunk ripped out of it. So I think that's what we'd want to do. So get long cube, rip that out of it, make it, put it to the side, and then do that. But I might want to make some more. I think I want to add more detail to the head, because like I said, we're kind of lacking on the detail side. So let's bring you down. Scale Y. Rotate Y. Not scale Y. This has actually gone a lot better than I thought. I genuinely thought when I was streaming this, when I was going to start streaming this, oh god, this is going to suck, isn't it? I'm going to end up with a horrifyingly bad model and everyone's going to think I'm shit, but no, it looks alright. Right, let's rotate my Y. I'm just way better. Right. Bring you down, 3. Maybe scale you down just a bit. Okay, I like that. And then we're going to give you the same texture as that, which is matte silver. Just make sure you smooth first, and then matte silver, matte silver, smooth. Great. Then we'll do the same thing, rotate Y90, bring you down. Let's actually scale you down. because it's all by the mouth, you see, so what's the system? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many have you got? 1, 2, 3, 5. We've got exactly the same amount, so it's actually pretty accurate. Okay, right. Object. Join. Okay. Let's bring you down. Right. How's that look? Let's render you. I think that bit of that is in the mouth. Or this is just slanted slightly. Because this is part of where the I think that's where the light's shining, or the light's shining badly. So let's just bring you forward so I can actually see. Actually, what would be better is if we turned on ambient oculization, because then there'd be like literally no shadows whatsoever. There we are, that's kind of what we're after. I'm noticing there's a bit of spacing issues though. See, it's... I have the power. A, you got the best name ever, and B, hello, welcome to my stream. Right, that's a bit... These are a bit too far away, so... A bit too close, sorry. How many... Right, let's have a look at how close these are, because I'm very pedantic. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I make that 42, right. So Z. Right, and right, to what we're not clipping. Right. Okay. Still, Lauki says, hey man, hi there, thank you very much for coming in. Or coming to the stream. Or whatever, right. I'll save you again. Nice! Okay, that's looking pretty decent. Still a little bit of shading. Decided just not to bother texturing these because... I don't know. Thank you. It's all texture work. I think the texturing on these... It looks very metal. Right, now let's get on to... that. Obviously I'll release this as a Blender, and I might release it as like a wallpaper, or like a whip wallpaper. We've been streaming for like an hour now. We'll probably stop this around about 12 o'clock, which is in like 10 minutes, so I can go grab some lunch. I'll leave this on to render, well not lunch, dinner, I'm not that fucking behind. Right, so what was it we said we wanted? We wanted a UV sphere. Right, I want to get you... I want to get that. Z. A. Then what do we want? 3. I want to box off like a crap ton of this, don't we? So let's just get a big sphere. Pull this across. Right, let's see, what does that leave us with? It leaves us with enough. That's actually pretty much what we want. Fuck. Let's bring it down. We want to scale it to this. That's what we want. There we go. Okay. Let's go back to materials. So we want that. We want a piston. And from the looks of it, we want a couple of... That looks like it's either going in or coming out. No, it looks like... Right, let's... First of all, we need to do that. Hit F. And then smooth it. That's fine. Let's get a cylinder. I have to make this pretty small. Actually, fuck it, you know what? Because I can always scale it down later. I'm going to create this. Make it bloody massive. 3. Okay. That just looks like a dick. The sad part is, I could probably make a pretty decent dick in Minecraft, not Minecraft, fucking hell. Well, anyone can make a decent dick in Minecraft if you've got enough blocks, or enough creepers. But no, it looks like a fucking penis. Okay, that's what we want. Except we've, you know, cut the bell end off. Right, let's beat a box select. Maybe scale it down a little bit. We're asking how you can make a penis in Minecraft. Oh no, just stack 3 blocks on top of each other. There you go, problem solved. Right. I hope I didn't just inspire people to do that. If you did, I'm sorry. Well, not actually. I'm saying sorry way too much, and I'm normally not. Terrible habit to get into. Don't do that to people. Right, then Control C. What we'll do actually. Do it like that. Cake. Bring it in. Lovely. Bring it down. Lovely. Then we need the that component there. So that's kind of what we want. We need a rod. We need like that's why I was so pedantic about keeping this as like a separate in the corner in case we need a component from it, which turns out we do. Right, let's get Control C, Control V. Scale you up. Rotate on the 90 axis because we're gonna rig it anyways, so just wait for it to pierce. Oh, for fuck's sake, now that I've mentioned that this looks like basically a dick, I can't get past that. Right, okay, I made that fine. Smooth all that. Right, just get a look at the material. So these parts back here are the black bits. There's so many fucking matte silvers. What did I ever do to matte silver to deserve this? Right. Then just these silvers. Right, good, good, good. Well, that actually needs to be a bit more central. Yeah, I'll do. So that's the first part of the component. I'll bring that off. I just keep a lot of stuff on the side that I don't need because of my ethos is out of shot, out of mind, basically, because the normal player isn't gonna see that. And I'm just gonna be like, yeah, fuck it, it should be alright. And then I'm gonna make the arm, I'm gonna use mirror and it's fine. Right, Control C, Control V. We need to flip this on the x-axis. We need to scale you down. Right about that size should be fine. Now I've got a problem because the jaw's going to be in the way, but I can just beat a box select. That's still too big, so actually, but we're only using that for reference anyways, so I'll just use that. Should be fine. Yes. Perfect. Right. Fuck it. No. Okay. Object. Join. Yes. And that's in. Lovely. Lovely. Right. That's how we're going to do this next part, 'cause it's basically, that's a giant cylinder that we can easily modify. I want to just get a good representative. Let's turn ambient localization off. There we go, that's what we want. Textures are a little bit, noticing a little bit low res, but yeah, that's fine. Let's turn ambient localization back on. Right, let's turn back to material. Right, what we need now is a UV cylinder, whatever. A Z beta box select E scale everywhere, and then we're just going to rip it. No, fuck it. E on the Z axis. How does that actually work? It does work. That looks like a cube, but it should be fine. Right. E. That should be alright. And then it's got to E scale E scale E. Lovely, that's kind of what we want. And then if we what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a cube right about that size, but I want to scale it more on the x-axis so that it penetrates the whole area. A bit short though, that's the only thing I might be concerned about. Right, so this is cylinder 24. And cylinder 24 is cube 2, so I need to keep those two variables. So I'm going to go boolean cube 2 difference apply. Good, that's exactly what we need. Then we'll just smooth it out. Lovely. There we are, there's the RP sorted. Take the y-axis. Does that seem a bit small to you? And yes, it is what I said last night. Well, that's actually longer, so it's still, let's just scale it up a bit. I want to scale it more Y a bit. Where's that? What the fuck is it? Even is that? Right. It looks off for some reason. I can't figure out why. There is just something wrong with it. How's that look? That's much better, right? Let's render it. Then it needs the same texture as these guys. No, it needs the same texture as this guy. So it needs Mount Silver 1. Good. Right, render it. There we are, it looks fine. Then I might just use the same servo part as that, because it's exactly the same with the but it's actually smaller. Hold on. Should actually be the same size, so alright, take care, thanks for joining us. Need to make sure there's no clipping issues. No, still okay. Again, that's still a bit small, so just want to scale it a bit more on the y-axis so we can get more out of it. Right, okay, that's fine. Dude, if you're splooging that much for, you know, there's something medically wrong. I think you might need medical assistance. It's fine to splooge yourself once in a while, but if you're doing it every 5 seconds over a 3D model, yeah, maybe go to the doctor over that. I mean, it's just a suggestion, but if it was me, I would. Right. No more keyframes in this direction. Why are you doing that? Oh, because I'm an idiot, that's why. Okay. We already knew that. What else is new? Right, okay, that looks fine. How's that looking on each side? Right, that looks about right, actually. Right. Once again, I'm gonna grab these, pop these off. Pop these off. And then I'm going to just object, join a lot of these. Cool, right, now what we're going to do now is I'm going to Control-C, Control-V. Mirror on the X, mirror on the Y, yes! Let's move you out of the way. If I want to turn, don't turn gravity off. What are we, Michael Bay? Right. Bring you out. Bring that closer. Just want to cut this off just a tiny bit so it looks like it's more complete than it actually is. There's no point in that. It's just getting really close. Right, let's get that rendered. See what it comes up with. Looks alright, actually. Okay, guys, well, I think we're going to call that a day. Really happy with how this turned out. We may do another live stream soon. Misspell. We'll see you all in the next live stream when we decide to do some more of this, because it's now... Holy hell, they do actually look very similar. When we decide to do the next one. Anyways, thank you very much for everybody who tuned in. Thank everyone to everyone who spooled because of this stream. You all have a great night. Take care, everybody.